FX6, FX2, which one should you pick up in 2025? Let's break it down. So right out the gate, the FX2 is a new camera from Sony released in 2025. It is a beautiful hybrid camera, meaning that it is great for photography and videography. It has 33 megapixels, so your photos are going to be coming out crisp and sharp. It is also part of the cinema line, so you're going to get that cine style footage. It's compact. It has fans over here for cooling, and I would say that this is primarily built for creators. It has a lot of AI tools that you can use, and it's built for anyone who does photo and video work. The FX6, I would say, is purely a pro grade cinema camera, something made for the pros. It has a 12 megapixel sensor, and it has built-in NDs, which is great, and it has a great it's great in low light. It has a high ISO sensitivity, and it has really good pro ergonomics. So you're gonna have the handle on the side over here where you can also record and zoom in, and it's just built like a tank, so it's easier to add and build it and extend it out into something way bigger. So the FX2 is for the person that needs to switch between shooting and getting stills. There is a nice switch here on the back, so you can switch right between movies and stills very easily, which I really love. There is no built-in ND, but you do have this rocker here, so you do get that clear image zoom functionality, which is quite nice, along with all the built-in AI features. Where the FX6 stands out is you're really gonna get those pro features. So you're getting that top handle. You're getting, 2 XLR inputs over here on this side. And you also have the built-in microphone from the top handle as well. And it is optimized for documentary filmmaking. And it's just gonna be really comfortable to hold and shoot and film with. It's something that you're gonna feel good using out in the field. So the FX2 is not gonna let in as much light, but it is still gonna be great for everything that you probably need to get. It does have dual base ISO of 800 and 4000, whereas the FX6 has a dual base ISO of 800 and 12,800. This can run, you can run this bad boy for 13 hours plus continuously filming in 4K. You don't have to worry about this shutting off on you, so you can use this in professional settings. The sun, you don't gotta worry about the sun. I've used my iPhone and other devices in the sun, and it has shut down on me. So what you get with the FX2 is a pro cinema device that is small and compact that you can pretty much take into any setting that you want. It does it oversamples, does 4K oversampling from 7K sensor. It is not open gate, but you get exactly what you need. A nice, clean, sharp image. It has 15 stops of dynamic range. And yeah, you can do 4K 60, though the compromise is that it is cropped when you go to 60 frames per second. Whereas with the FX6, there's no crop. You get the full frame, whether you're doing 1080 or 4K or 60 frames. You just get the full access to the sensor, which is really great. Also 15 stops of dynamic range, and you could go up to expandable up to 409 ISO, versus this is more like 102,000. But who's really going that high? But the FX6 can go there, as well as the FX3. These are going to be your low light monsters. But if you know that you're someone, hey, I'm going to be doing graduations or weddings or portraits, and you're going to want to be taking photos, then the FX2 is an easy choice to recommend for 2025. So the FX2 is going to run you about 2,700, and the FX6 is going to run you closer to 6,000. Again, this is for pro use, people who are making documentaries, making broadcast level films, making films, period. You cannot go wrong with the FX6. If you're someone who's maybe a content creator or starting out or want to navigate both spaces of photography and videography, then the FX2 is definitely a good look. And if you want something that's like the FX2 but just for video strictly, of course you have the FX3. But when it comes to these two, it really just depends on what are you going to be using it for. If photography is somewhere in the mix, if that's some part of your bread and butter, then you definitely want to pick this up. Otherwise, you can go straight for the FX6. It has everything that you need to walk into a room and not only have the professional tools to get the job done, you know, SDI, timecode, ND, but you're also gonna look the part. This is just gonna have a different look than, you know, a smaller compact mirrorless camera. But they both pack a punch. The EV has been quite interesting to use. It's a bit awkward with the cages. I'll have to get a dedicated cage, but aside from that, it's been a lot of fun to be able to switch between the two and, you know, get great stills and great video. And when I'm shooting with my FX6, it's great to have all the professional tools to send things out to transmitters, to send SDI out to different monitors. This also serves its purpose. So in terms of which one is right for you in 2025, it boils down to what are you doing, what deliverables are you giving to the client, and from there you can make your decision. For me, I say get them both, you know, but depending on what you're doing, you can decide. They're both great choices. I am the chef gal and you just got the recipe.